Chaos precedes clarity, and I need you to tap in, collective, tap in, because there is this notion that a lot of you believe that agents of chaos don't have a purpose for you. And the fact of the matter is that they do. Tap in, because confusion can be used as a tool of discernment. And I want to dive into this energy because the overall energy that I'm feeling right now, collective, is the energy of, huh? Like, I feel like there's a lot of going on around you, because there's some oddities happening. There are some people who are arriving in your life. You're not really sure what their purpose is. You got people at the job acting crazy, people in your family acting weird. And I'm here to unpack all of this with you. Hi, welcome. My name is Cass Young, and I am here to remind you to not only wear your crown, but walk in your crown with authenticity, love, respect, and the highest amount of team you energy. Tap in, tap in. I am a motivational spiritual speaker, and I am here to speak life and love into you through my words. So let's start this conversation, because yes, there is a lot of confusion. Yes, people are acting odd and off, but we're going to use their discombobulation to ensure that we are always on the right move and the right path. And I feel like this is the best time to do it. Right now, I feel like the collective is really in a state of being. Like, you guys are just chilling right now. And I love that for you. I feel like we should all enjoy our seasons. If you are in a season of softness, if you are in a season of joy, if you are in a season of even darkness, I want you to understand that this is a time to truly reflect on where you are, what you need to do, and how you need to move forward. We also have watching, which is very interesting, because we also are looking at a spect. The Latin root of inspect, right? Respect, introspect, spect is to look at, to examine. So this is the ultimate time to not only enjoy where you are, even if it's in a state of confusion, even if things are all over the place, or whether you are just chilling and enjoying yourself, or things are exciting, wherever it is, don't forget to take a moment to inspect, to be a spectator of what's happening around you. And watching coming out with the number 22, there's a lot of unknowns happening here. That's why I feel like the collective is like, huh? What is going on? Tap in. There's a lot of debacles happening. Okay. There's a lot of noise happening, and you're trying to get a handle on why everything was cool just a week ago, and now you're just like, I don't even know where to go with this. Well, I'm here to tell you what to do and guide you through this process, even if it is unfamiliar. Shoot, even if it is familiar, sometimes you need a reminder. So watching coming out the number 22, also going back to this state of being, a lot of you might be experiencing some very dark energy coming towards you. Look, hermits, or maybe you guys are sitting in dark energy. I had to clarify that for a moment, because remember, sometimes when you are going through these seasons, in these transitions, you might feel like a lone wolf. You might feel like nobody else understands. The collective understands exactly what you're going through, so you are not alone. But as you are in this state of being, I want you to understand and remember. Oh, we got Black Cat and Synergy. Exactly. I want you to understand that this season is symbolic of all of the work that you've put in, all of the opportunities that you took and maybe you did not take. This season is a culmination of your decisions. So to see state of being with joy and hermit means that there is this pressure, not necessarily a bad pressure, but there's a pressure that feels kind of good to continuously show up, to keep yourself in a state of brightness, in a state of calmness, kindness, and to see your way out of any dark paths that you might have gone down. I really like this state of being energy. And you know what else? with this spectacle, as I see the word spect and you're being a spectator of the spectacles, I'm also feeling like you are putting a lot of situations and people under scrutiny. I'm not even mad at that. Tap in. You've got to do that. See, my thing about this season of what's happening just in the world, geopolitically, spiritually, economically, everything that's going down, like technology wise, the rise of AI, that's I believe is truly stealing the collective soul and spirit. Please stop giving all of your spiritual information to AI. As a side note, I feel like a lot of you being a spectator to these spectacles is making you stand 10 toes down, making you examine the situations around you, and it's causing you to stand on business. Step in. I keep wanting to say step in. That's right, step in it. Step in and tap in. It is making a lot of y'all stand on business, and it's making a lot of people around you, a lot of situations falter. Okay, a lot of people around you cannot stand on business with their virtues. They cannot stand on business in their strength. They cannot stand on business and what they said, when they said it, how they said it. A lot of people are being put to the test because you are able to stand in your virtues. I got mentalism on the bottom right here. So a lot of y'all are already manifesting as above, so below. The universe is mental. Everything we experience in the physical world manifesting the thoughts of the creator's mind. You are the creator. You are in co-creation with God. So I feel like when you really step into your full spiritual authority, collective, tap in. A lot of y'all are going to start seeing people who cannot stand. Their knees going to start buckling, especially when it comes to you asking questions, making sure that the people around you are legit. Okay, because a lot of y'all are really starting to see that a lot of these people are walking around with stolen valor. Tap in. Ooh, because it gets deeper with the iceberg right here. See, when you got people walking around with stolen valor, a lot of times it's because they want to mirror and mimic who you are to stay close to who you are. Okay, let me tell you something. I need the collective to understand. I really want y'all to tap in and understand that you have an energetic hosting that makes your space transformational. It makes it a transformational environment with little to no like input from you outside of you being in authentic alignment with who you are. And so when I see iceberg and I'm talking about stolen valor, what that means to me is that there are people around you who feel intimidated. I'm not just talking about your friends. I'm not just talking about your family. I'm talking about people at the workplace. I'm talking about strangers that walk down the street. This is not to scare you or make you paranoid, because a collective could never be paranoid. You deal with the situations. We deal with the situations as they come, and we handle who and the situations that need to be handled when the time comes. What I am saying is that during this time of transformation, transition, progress, right? Patience, persistence, like during all of this, as you are culminating and cultivating an environment for you to excel in, you need to be mindful of how other people move around you, including strangers. Yes, strangers are attracted to your light. Collective, tap in. Why wouldn't they be? So yes, the iceberg goes deeper. We can make it bigger, I promise. Okay, the hole goes deeper. Ain't that what Kenji said? Something like that. So I feel like as you are standing 10 toes down in your virtues, in your morals, in how you feel, in your boundaries, especially because people are going to test your boundaries right now as well, collective. I feel like right now is the time to utilize, what's the word I always teach y'all to use? No. Tap in. A lot of y'all need to start utilizing the phrase no. Some people could be intimidated. Some people could feel like you are a danger to them living immorally. Oh, tap in. Beautiful download. And look, as I said, that fear is at the bottom. So a lot of people around you. So yes, when I say use this time, use this chaos as a tool for discernment, use confusion as a tool for discernment, that is because there are people around you who are bad actors. Tap in. Seems like that card is going to come out. Ooh, we got ancient coming out. This is number 55. The number 77 is out as well. 14, 41. I feel like the number one is around a lot. So not just new beginnings, but an opportunity to stand as one. Okay, just what they say, me, myself, and I. Okay, so I'm seeing right now in in this energy, as I'm looking at iceberg and fear, both are saying no. I'm telling you, when it comes to your virtues, when it comes to your boundaries, I'm telling you right now, it is yes or no. Okay, do you agree with wrongdoing, or are you for the righteousness, even if it threatens where you are now? That's why I said the state of being is very important, and the state of being is going to start switching up as you start looking at the different people around you, asking questions, looking at the different situations around you, asking questions. So the fact that fear and iceberg came out, we got the number 36 and the number 77. That means it is big energy. This is the line in the sand. Okay, tap into that. Ooh, wee, I love it. This is big Seven of Pentacles energy. And you know, the Seven of Pentacles is about being patient. This is a lot of patience going on here, okay? Especially when you are being an observer. Oh my gosh. So I got ancient. There's a lot of karmic energy that's looking at you right now that got something to say. You know what? Tell them to say it. Tell them to say it with their whole chest so that you know where they stand. See, there's nothing wrong with somebody standing on their business. There's nothing wrong with that. They can stand on their business. They can stand in their wrongness. It don't have nothing to do with you if you don't want it to. So if they want to stand in all of their ratchet, disgusting business and glory, allow them to. At least you know where they stand. Then it's your decision on whether or not you want to keep dealing with these folks, or if you want to move away. That is going to be your choice, your consequences, or your rewards. Tap in. So this ancient energy, which has big Scorpio all over the place, giving me the number 55, is telling me right now there's a determination. There's a determination built in you. And I feel like there are people orbiting you. I feel like there are people that are coming around or looking at you that are scoping you out as well. Look, we got captive and we have blossom, big Taurus energy. Ooh, I love that. Blossom and captive. So when we're talking about you being a guest, you being a host, you having people orbiting you, there are people who truly see the benefit of being a part of your world, and there are people who want to disrupt that benefit. There is nothing wrong with being beneficial to other people and other people being beneficial to you. That is a mutual exchange of energy. Where it becomes a problem is when you are more beneficial to a relationship than what you are given, and people use who you are naturally in order to cover up their misdeeds, in order to hide, in order to try to cloak their demonic behavior, that, or they just want to siphon your energy. Tap in. Okay, so I feel like being captive, being people being captivated by you, or wanting to be captive, or be blossom, or be in the energy of blossoming. That's what I want to say. Tap in. Ooh, thanks for allowing me to clarify that. So you, ooh, that is insane. That is insane. And you know what else? I'm just getting this download. It is going to be very easy for you to spot the difference. It's going to be very easy for you to collective to be able to spot who is for you and who is against you. You want to know why? Because you're no longer going off of who feels good. You're going off of the body of work. I don't care if somebody just stepped into your life 5 minutes ago. You can ask a series of questions to see if their body of work rings true or if they are liars. Like I said, when it comes to yes or no, virtues, values, boundaries, this is going to be a no-brainer for you. Why? Because you have been in a state of being that allows you to observe the chaos that is happening around you. And you see how people react in chaos, right? Some people join the chaos or some people retreat from it because they have other things that they have a mission to complete. Okay? So listen, I love that in the orbit of you, you are attracting the good. You can see who and what is good for you, and you can also see the fake ass bitches that want to install themselves into your hardware. Ooh, tap in. So you got a yes and a no, big Taurus energy. So if you feel grounded in somebody's energy, if you're like, yes, this is it, I know it, like you feel like you feel good, you feel like there's work to be done and you can do work with this person, you can build. Remember I said 7 of Pentacles is the big energy that I'm feeling over all of this. Chaos precedes clarity. The hard work that you put in, you're going to see the results. It's all about being patient. So when you see people coming around you and you need to know what's going on, it's going to be easy for you. It's going to be so easy for you, and I love this for you. You're either going to feel good, either going to feel innovative, unconventional. You're probably going to feel inspired, or you can feel like a hostage. You can feel trapped. You can feel manipulated, and your intuition, that vibration that you feel when things are uneasy, you are going to know exactly what's going to happen. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this energy so much. This is good business. This is good business. Don't be distracted by the spectacles. And you know what? I'm also feeling like there's a bigger conversation that needs to happen here. I said something about stolen valor. Let me tell you something. If you see, busy came out. If you see people trying to shame you for your past or because they don't deem you as perfect, whatever the F that means these days, right? I want you to remember to wear your scars like valor. I want you to remember that your scars are a part of your story. And you don't have to touch them. You don't have to see them. You don't have to shout them out or make other people see your scars. But shoot, whether or not you got a scar across your chest, whether or not you are missing a limb, whether or not you have emotional scars, that is your valor. That is your story to tell. That is your badge. Okay? It is what made you get to this point of being in a state of enlightenment, being able to look at what's happening around you, being a spectator to the spectacle and seeing the good in the mosh pit of evil. Tap in and seeing busy. So I feel like a lot of you are being very productive. A lot of you might be going back to school, or some of you might have been just chilling for so long that the idea of work is just like, I really don't want to do this. No, if you have a dream, if you want to do something, listen, what they say, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. This is the time to do that. It's the time to wake up and pay attention and be in your studies. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the time to be in your studies, whether it is a study of self-character, whether it is a study of a text, of a book. If you want to learn something more, go to your local library. I'm telling you, this is the time to be busy with your mind. It is a time to be busy with your spirit. It's time to reconnect or make deeper connections with God. It's time to be active. Some of y'all need to go out there and take a walk, smell the air, maybe do some push-ups. Okay, join me. I am 50 pounds down collective. Join me in the work. Okay. Yeah, so if it takes you out of a state of laziness or maybe a state of just relaxation, because it is going to benefit your mind, body, and soul, that's an easy yes. That is an easy yes. This card is really coming out of me. Ooh, generation. I feel like a lot of y'all are understanding that you come from a long line of spiritual powerhouses. And I feel like sometimes this awakening comes later on in life. It's not always like, not that it's not present, but most people know that they were special at a young age and just didn't know how to tap into those type of powers because many times there are religious scars that prevent you or other people to guide you. But I feel like now you are understanding that the masculine and feminine energies are present in everything that you do, and the right guides are here during this transition, during this time of confusion, during this time of needing the highest level of discernment. That's where that is. And the number 7 is very present here. Oh my gosh, what else is coming out? Yes, vulnerable, being loved, being treasured. The word cubs is coming out, the number 7 and number 9. So a lot of you are definitely coming into something that is much bigger than you. You might feel like you are a giant, an ant on the stage of the world, and that you are unseen. Some of y'all might feel like not enough people are paying attention to your gifts or giving you the flowers that you deserve. First of all, I'm giving you your flowers that you deserve. Secondly, oh my gosh, what you are doing is so significant. It is important. It is imperative for the world. And you are held in high esteem. Just because you are starting out, or just because you are having another awakening and you feel kind of new to this level, does not mean you are not getting your flowers. Your ancestors, remember, ancient and generation came out. So you are getting your flowers from everyone who sees that you are carrying the torch. Remember, we have a finite amount of time on this planet. What are you doing in your divine purpose to leave the legacy? Tap in, tap in. Woo wee. Remember these cards falling out my hands like this. But let's see what's in the middle of the deck. Big Capricorn energy, ambitious, disciplined, and responsible. My goodness, number 106. This is big time. I'm telling you, collective. First of all, for Capricorn to come out, and look, I pulled up Dragon. I love this card because what this means to me, not only is this ancient energy, I've seen the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like, so the 7 of Pentacles is the big energy that I started out with. I feel like the dragon coming out means that you are legendary. Okay? What you are doing will leave a marking for people to call you a legend. There is nothing wrong with that. One of my favorite rap song, or not rap song, but rap phrases or lines ever comes from Jay-Z, and he says, I can show you how to move through a room full of vultures." And I need you to understand, collective, there are very few anointed, chosen, divine feminine, divine masculine, okay, that are out here understanding their divine assignment. And oftentimes you will be walking through a room full of vultures. Oftentimes you will be walking through a room or an environment that is hostile to you. It feels uncomfortable. Okay, your hair stand up on the back of your neck, tap in when you walking into an environment. And this is why I said understanding to be a spectator to the spectacle trains your spirit. It trains your mind, it trains your body to be prepared for any type of spiritual warfare you might be walking into. And so when I need you to understand the people around you who benefit from your actions, when you do slay these demons, a lot of them won't say it out loud. You might not figure it, you might not hear nothing from them until 10, 15 years down the line. Oh my gosh, I remember this time where we were at so and so place and somebody said something to you and you handled it so beautifully. I learned something from you. A lot of the collective don't even realize that down the line, that is what people are going to be saying to you. You are already legendary. Do not feel like because you might be young in this part of your life cycle and this part of your spiritual journey that you don't have anything to contribute or that nobody is noticing. Oh no, they're noticing the legends of dragons. Tap in. They are noticing the legacy of the dragon energy. There is nothing wrong with that. Beach came up again. So again, a lot of energy, a lot of things moving downward, not upward. So you have a lot of things removing themselves through. Some of y'all, now I might get a little bit foul here. This might, warning, warning. A lot of you might be going to the bathroom more often. Okay, removing a lot of the toxins from your body. If you get my drift, a lot of y'all, especially during like an event or there's something coming up, a lot of y'all might be removing some very dead negative energy that has been housed in you through the bottom part of your body. Social media, sometimes you say one thing, I don't know. I'm trying to be as cryptic as possible by also being clear. Oh my gosh, what else is coming out here? Vibration and rhythm, manifestation, and Capricorn came out again along with struggle. Let's break it down. So with vibration and rhythm, we got 3 and 4. So there, as you are removing toxins from your body to make sure that you are always prepared for spiritual warfare as you go through this chaotic movement. I want you to understand that all thing has a flow or pattern of movement that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. The rhythm can be seen in cycles of a day, cycles of the night, and the seasons and the cycle of life and end of life. Tap in. So when it comes to being in rhythm with your vibration, everything is made from energy. Everything is made from energy. And it vibrates constantly at different frequencies. Higher frequencies being more ethereal, of course, and lower frequencies being more material. Let me tell you something. I'm a Taurus. I love me some materials. Tap in. But also, understand how the rhythm and flow of your vibration is very important during this time. It may feel like a struggle to you. It may feel difficult for you, and oftentimes it is because you are making choices right now that you might feel like it's taking you away from things that are fun, right? I'm telling you, that is temporary. Don't It doesn't have to be a struggle if you reframe it into this being a part of your bigger divine purpose. And understand that if you feel like you're being taken away from something, do your best to see if you can attend that something or go with that someone. And I guarantee you might find that you should have never left the house in the first place. Tap in. You should have stayed in the house with your dog and your plant. Tap into that. Big Capricorn energy coming out again. Whoa, number 106 and manifestation. This is the actualization. Now I know that people simplify manifestation so much because listen, what you pray for, you're gonna get, but you gotta work for it. Woo! See, what you pray for is what you're gonna get, but you gotta work for it. You have to. Nothing comes easy. You're always put to the test. That's why chaos often feels insane before you really do get your blessings. Tap in, collective, tap in. So the other thing that I want to say to you, collective, is as you inspect this scene, as you start to understand that what you are hitting in this energy, the energy of, this is your opportune time to dissect whatever's going on around you and make the right decisions for you. I need you to recognize, collective, that people are walking around with stolen valor in order to cloak themselves in goodness in virtues, in moral excellence to deceive you and get you off your path. See, you the real one. You the real one. And I want to motivate and inspire you to understand that because we act in goodness as a collective doesn't mean that everybody else does. And I know that the collective always falls for this. I know they're always deceived at some point because y'all tell me, y'all still dealing with the consequences of these people, of these situations that came into your world. Now, real quick, I want to give out a closing message. And don't forget, anybody that comes into your orbit, they are a guest and they need to behave as such. And with that being said, I want to give a few. Ooh, that card is going to pop out. Ooh, listen, Page of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. That's beautiful. I want to tell you this. Page of Cups energy. What you are walking into is divine. It is God-given. And whether you are walking into chaos where you have to make a decision, or you're coming out of chaos where you made a decision that led to something peaceful, take advantage of the situation you are in now to the best of your ability. I'm not saying everything is perfect. I'm not saying everything will be resolved overnight. I'm not even saying that you won't struggle. A lot of y'all are in the midst of some spiritual warfare right now. Some of your homes are being under attack. Some of your finances are under attack. Some of you are truly not sleeping at night. A lot of you are dealing with heartbreak, dealing with grief, loss of someone important in your life. There is always a lesson even in the struggle. And if you could take 1 second, one moment, one opportunity to say, I can do something right here, right now, that I know will improve my way of living tomorrow, a week, a year down the line, then do it. Take the opportunity. When you are going through struggle, especially, you are in it by yourself. When you are going through loss, the grief process everyone understands, but it is still very much a lonely journey. So I don't ever want to dismiss the collective going through something that is intense, while at the end will serve a divine purpose. Right now, it is difficult. Whichever way you decide to walk into it, know that there are choices for you. Know that there are opportunities for you to bring levels of abundance. Your abundance doesn't look like my abundance. My abundance don't look like their abundance. Your abundance is for your moment and to build upon that. And the Empress is truly here to say, we're birthing new opportunities, collective. This is the time to birth new opportunities. So you're probably like, well, Cass, what does all of this mean? All of this means that this is the time to be patient, persistent, persevere, and look at the progress. Okay? This is the time to be patient, be persistent, persevere, and look at the progress. It's so easy for us to just say, oh no, I didn't do so much work. But when we start to unpack what you really did, you put in that work. You're able to stand on your morals and your values. That's what you're able to do, collectively. Tap in. And I want you to always remember that. And I also want you to remember this, collective. My name is Cass Young, Crowns. My goal is to remind you to walk in your crown and wear it with pride by being in alignment with the Most High God, with your spiritual guides, and to understand that you have the power to manifest and live a life of beauty and alignment, even in the midst of spiritual warfare. Okay, because I love to talk about that as well. With that being said, remember, This is your opportunity to look at all the bullshit that's going on around you that you don't like and get rid of it methodically yet effortlessly. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Team You. Peace.